the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, August 21st of 2024. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, government increases aid to farmers from EC $11.6 million to EC $14 million. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell explains the reasons for the Woodlands to Cliff to Woburn Road project delay. And Spice Mass presents over $400,000 in prizes on Wednesday. In regional news, Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro fast-tracks new laws, while internationally, suspected serial killer escapes from police custody in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi. And coming up in sports, Windies named squad for upcoming T20 series against South Africa. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The government has significantly boosted financial aid to support farmers in their recovery from Hurricane Beryl. Government detailed its plans during a press conference today. Beverly Telesford has the details in this report.
Financial support for farmers post-Beryl has increased from $11.6 million to $14 million. 2 weeks ago, the government unveiled a relief initiative to provide EC $11.6 million in aid to farmers engaged in vegetable and livestock farming, poultry, sea moss cultivation, beekeeping, and fishing as part of the Hurricane Beryl relief drive. This aid package became effective on August 19, 2024, and will be available for a period of 3 months. On Wednesday, Lennox Andrews, the Minister for Economic Development, Planning, Cooperatives, Agriculture, Lands, Fisheries, and Marine Resources, provided an update on the situation. He announced that additional funds have been secured for cocoa and nutmeg farmers through insurance claims.
Recognizing that 2024 was reported as an above-normal hurricane season, the government took the decision to secure insurance for cocoa and nutmeg farmers, and that insurance was secured through a Dominica-based credit union insurance company, which is called COPEF. The insurance resulted in a payout of $3.4 million to the Cocoa and Nutmeg Associations. Given the $11.6 million that was mentioned 2 weeks ago to crop farmers, the total amount allocated for distribution to cocoa, nutmeg, and crop farmers, put it that way, all farmers, is now $14.0 million.
The minister also provided a detailed breakdown of how the insurance payouts will be distributed.
Discussion with the association leadership, we took the decision that $3.4 million should be allocated as follows. $1 million is going to go for crop insurance next year. $1 million for crop insurance next year. And the remaining $2.4 million is to be distributed to cocoa and nutmeg farmers. And that distribution, of course, will be done by the government of Grenada.
Minister Andrews shared new findings from the ministry's detailed assessment of the damages sustained by farmers.
In making our conclusion, we recognize that in Grenada, it would be difficult, put it that way, to identify a pure stand nutmeg farmer or a pure stand cocoa farmer. And in that regard, we observed that the majority of farmers in Grenada do intercropping. So the cocoa farmer is also a nutmeg farmer, is also a crop farmer. And therefore, that situation would have informed the nature of the package that we provide to our cocoa and nutmeg farmers.
The minister emphasized that this funding is not intended to cover all losses, but rather to offer partial support as farmers begin the process of recovery and rebuilding from the damage caused by Hurricane Beryl. Government is preparing a separate aid package for the redevelopment of Carriacou. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Meanwhile, Agriculture Minister Lennox Andrews said government is planning a Farmer Appreciation Day in acknowledgement of farmers' contribution to Grenada's agriculture product.
Given the special circumstances under which our farmers are operating, we have planned, or we are planning, a Farmers Appreciation Day. And that Farmers Appreciation Day is planned for October the 17th this year. And in that Farmers Appreciation Day, we are going to recognize a number of farmers, recognize them for the contribution to the industry. So that will be at Papadis in Maribo St. Andrew, and the date planned is October the 17th of this year.
Work has resumed on the Woodlands to Cliff to Woburn Road project after a temporary halt. Rena Pierre-Thomas visited the site today and provided this update.
The Woodlands to Cliff Woburn Road project has been closed since March to allow for major renovation undertaken by the Ministry of Infrastructure and Development. Heavy machinery and workers returned to the project site as of Monday. On GBN's To The Point program on Wednesday morning, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell responded to questions relating to the halt of the project.
The Cliff project is ongoing. We have to understand construction. It's not construction is not always a situation where every day you see physical activity or construction taking place on the site. So what you would have had initially is excavation work commence, particularly on the top side. We would have had to, we needed Grenlick to move the utility lines. That should have happened. There was some delay there, and it was interrupted again by Hurricane Beryl, and we need to focus on the restoration works. So the utility lines needed to be moved. The contractor required certain equipment, particularly for the retaining walls that form work and so on. That has been imported. I believe it should have been cleared by now. If not, I expect that will take place shortly. And obviously, sometimes with things like Carnival, particularly in the construction industry, employers tend to give their workmen and women sometimes an opportunity to take a break, and therefore certainly construction activity should have resumed as of Monday.
During a walk at the project site, the GBN News team spoke to residents in the area. Although they expressed excitement about the start of the project, they also voiced concerns about the slow pace of the work.
Well, honestly, I'm happier, in spite of the setbacks. I'm happy, we're coping, we're trying to adjust ourselves. It's a bit hard and rough, but we're trying. We just want to see it get off stream. We see the digging and so start to take place already, but we don't know why it's a hole up. So whatever is a hole up, we asking that, it will, whatever had to take place for it to start, because we really need a road. We're happy because it's a lot of years and the road is going. It's a long process, but God give us the grace and the patience to hold on.
We're in it already. What can we do? We only depend on the government to make sure that they honor their what they said they would do. I have no problems. None whatsoever. Started. That's the important thing.
I am happy that we have the project coming now. We will have nice roads. I'm very happy, but we like to see the finishing part of it. I think it's taken too long.
Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Spice Mass Corporation hosted its prize-giving ceremony honoring the 2024 winners at the Craft Center on Lagoon Road today. Here's another report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
The celebration of Spice Mass 2024 has long concluded, and today the Spice Mass Corporation officially brought the curtains down on the annual festivity as it hosted its prize-giving ceremony. It was a celebration of the winners of the various competitions. In the Soca Mona category, the 2024 Soca King Dash walked away with the grand prize of $80,000 EC, along with a 2-night stay at any Sandals Resort, a flow prize package, and a trophy. Dash also claimed the victory in the road match competition, earning an additional $5,000 and the second place in the Groovy category, winning $30,000 and a trophy for his outstanding performance. Dash, who expressed excitement and happiness with his achievements this year, encouraged the next generation of artists to be persistent in their craft and to work hard.
Glad we have two young persons here. Y'all see what hard work can bring. Y'all see when you put in work and you put in time. Trust your craft, trust yourself, trust your team. And you have to stay prayed up because it's not an easy road. Work hard, put in the time, and you'll reap the benefits, you'll reap the reward. That is all I want to say, and congratulate all the winners. Congratulations to everybody who take part. All winners of Spice Mass. Everybody, thanks. I'm a Soca Monarch Annual Road Match King 2024.
Muddy secured second place in the Power Soca competition, walking away with $55,000 EC in prize money and a trophy. The artist also expressed his overwhelming joy with his achievement.
Well, it feels amazing because the first time I came to Ghana, I didn't get a trophy. It's my first time getting a trophy for the music, so yes, I feel amazing. Keep following your dreams. If you have to really love the music. It's not just about hype, it's not just about the money, it's not just about the fame. You know, you really have to love the music to grow, really grow into the music. So follow your dreams.
Boise, the 2024 Groovy King and third place winner in the Power Soca, took home $50,000 and $20,000 respectively, with Terra the Governor, the third place winner in the Groovy category, receiving $20,000. Each artist also received trophies. The new Calypso Monarch Innocent walked away with the top prize of $75,000, while Scholar secured second place with a prize of $50,000 and Shonda claimed third position, receiving $30,000. The winners also received trophies. For the junior Calypso competition, the talented young performers were also recognized with cash and trophies for their contributions. The first place winner, Christian Niles, received $5,000. The second place winner, Shanice Sylvan, took home $3,000, and third place winner, Jaden Andrew, was awarded $2,000. Chairman of Spice Mass Corporation, Kurt Ross, congratulated the 2024 winners and looks forward with great optimism to Spice Mass 2025.
The unwavering commitment to preserving and promoting our cultural heritage has been evidential in all aspects of this year's event. Today, as we honor the winners of our various competitions, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of the winners of this year's competition. Your hard work, dedication, and unwavering passion have brightly inspired us all. Let us remember that Spice Mass is more than just a celebration of individual achievement. It is a collective effort, a testament of the spirit of unity that binds us as a people.
The ceremony signifies the conclusion of the 2024 Spice Mass festivity, celebrating the creativity, talent, and hard work of Grenada's top performers. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Sandals Grenada and its partners launch Pack for a Purpose for displaced students and the Great Shape Free Dental Care initiatives ahead of the start of school. Stay with us for details.
Your August is about to get awesome. At Ariza, from now to September 30th, you can get a loan up to the value of $25,000, $35,000, or $50,000. Awesome! You think that's all the awesomeness? Apply and get your loan in no time. Awesome! Now you can graduate, celebrate, rejuvenate, and send your kids through the school gate looking awesome. Join today, or members come in to access your awesome August loan. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Trust me, things are about to get awesome.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs.
They burn less energy, right?
Much less. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
And Greenlake is always advising us not to open the fridge too often.
That's right. And my family washes and irons in bulk.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Greenlake, energizing our Grenada.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Show me your ID. You walk with your man, you walk with your woman. Party lover. I come to party, we no shooting up nobody. Come to party, no violence in this country. You come to party, I want a peaceful party. We come to party, my body feeling hot, hot, hot. Hi, hello, I'm Super Flying Flint, and I got a message for everybody. The message is, let's create a safer community for all of us. Put down the guns and let us party.
A message from the Ministry of National Security.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
We are still celebrating Grenada's 50th. The historic Grenada $50 commemorative note is here, a timeless tribute to our nation's journey. The Grenada $50 note is more than just legal tender. It's an invitation to cherish and celebrate Grenada's accomplishments over the past 50 years as we look ahead with optimism and determination for the next 50. The note is a keepsake for generations to come. That's why you can now purchase the $50 commemorative note pack that includes not only the beautifully crafted commemorative banknote, but also an exclusive information booklet detailing the significance of this historic milestone. Own a piece of Grenada's history by purchasing this $50 commemorative note pack for only $80 EC. Make it a package deal by purchasing the $50 note pack and the special edition Independence magazine for only $150 EC. Beat the rush and place your pre-orders on GrenadaTurns50.gd/purchase. You can also purchase yours through the Golden Jubilee Secretariat. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. Purchase your Grenada $50 commemorative note today.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gov.gd
www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join online or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Labukan Creative Center presents the final staging of I Do at the Duluth Cinema Grenville, Sunday, August 25th at 6 p.m. Tickets available at Labukan Creative Center, Gotefet, and St. Andrew's Pharmacy at $75. It's the most hilarious comedy ever staged in Grenada. It's I Do by Uriah Speakers, Sunday, August 25th, Duluth Cinema Grenville at 6 p.m. Don't you miss it.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Grenada Tourism Authority has announced its latest collaboration with sculptor Jason Taylor. The arrangement will offer a new attraction to the sister islands of Carriacou and Petite Martinique by way of a new sculpture park in Carriacou's crystal clear waters. Joseph Cador reports.
Carriacou's new underwater park will consist of a fleet of 30 sculptures, each crafted with marine stainless steel and pH-neutral green cement. The project aims to combine art and environmental awareness in order to highlight the serious issue of global warming and the impact of climate change on marine ecosystems and coastal populations. Titled A World Adrift, sculptor Jason Taylor says his latest installation drew inspiration from the looming crisis of climate change in Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
And obviously this work is all about climate change, and as you can see from the devastating effects of Beryl, that it's really relevant that we let people know that the threats that these small island nations face. And so it's been known for a very long time that we've actually been increasing the global temperatures, but unfortunately action has lagged behind.
Each vessel in the installation aims to resemble paper origami, helmed by a fearless local child to depict the fragility of the surrounding ecosystem and a representation of who will be affected most.
Each one of the children is sort of riding this boat, and it's a statement about the fragility of the future and some of the threats that this generation faces from climate change.
The sculpture park is a testament to GTA's unwavering commitment to the development and promotion of the sister islands. Randall Dolan, chairman of the GTA, expressed his enthusiasm.
Everything we're doing here, from sending the message with these children to the spice tree planting programs and all other activations that the GTA is going to be doing, is going to be sending that message that we have to become sustainable and we have to take care of our environment, because the world is going to get rid of us if we don't take care of ourselves.
The artwork pays homage to the island's history of boat building and will be placed approximately 3 to 5 meters deep, making it ideal for snorkeling or diving. The sculptures are individual artificial reefs designed to shelter surrounding marine life and boost overall aquatic biodiversity. The sail ropes will double as a coral nursery where fragments can be grown and eventually transplanted onto nearby reefs. The new Carriacou Sculpture Park aspires to be a beacon of eco-conscious tourism and creative wonder, leaving an indelible effect on both locals and visitors. Joseph Cador, GBN News.
Meanwhile, the Grenada Tourism Authority has reported a substantial increase in visitor arrivals for the first half of 2024. Travel intelligence firm Forward Keys highlighted Grenada's quick recovery from Hurricane Beryl, noting the market's resilience. Nisha Paul tells us more.
In July 2024 alone, arrivals increased by 10% over 2019 and 5% over 2023. That's according to Petra Roach, CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, who has provided a breakdown of the growth by source markets.
The Grenada Tourism Authority is very pleased to report the results for the first half of 2024 from January to July, which saw us welcoming 119,749 visitors, which represents an increase of 23% over 2019 and 18% over 2023. The majority of that business was coming out of the US market, which represents approximately 54% of total visitation, and that's followed by the United Kingdom with 14.7% and the Caribbean with 14.4%. Canadian business continues to be the fourth largest producer of business with 10% approximately.
A detailed analysis by Forward Keys highlighted Grenada's swift recovery post-Hurricane Beryl as a case study of resilience in the Caribbean.
And the US market is actually a quite interesting case study because we have seen significant growth from that market, which is mainly predicated from the airlift, the additional airlift that JetBlue has given us. In 2019, we were producing 44,936 US visitors, and that has increased by more than 20,000 or 45% to 2024's number of 64,954, which actually reflects a 17% increase over 2023. And again, in terms of the growth of the United Kingdom, the Caribbean and Canada, that represents a growth of 12%, 21% and 18% over 2023 respectively.
The GTA CEO praised the growth, attributing it to strategic efforts in maintaining Grenada's appeal and ensuring the island remained open to visitors.
I think because we were very swift to reassure the market that Grenada was open for business, whilst at the same time ensuring that we shared the news of the decimation of Carriacou and Petite Martinique and the fundraising efforts that were being put in place to ensure the rebuilding effort were well in hand and the recovery was underway. That helped us to stabilize so that we had a recovery showing 5% for the month of July over 2023 and a total of a 10% growth over 2019. So at the end of July, we had a total of 16,722 visitors to our shore. Again, priority for us is to ensure a customer who is getting out of the hotel, going into the community, getting engaged in the attractions, going into restaurants and really spending money to ensure that the economy of Grenada actually benefits from the tourism dollar.
Following the passage of Hurricane Beryl, tourism officials have employed multifaceted efforts to reassure the world and major source markets of the Tri-Islands' resilience and ability to maintain and grow the Grenada market, as reflected in the data on record. Roach is optimistic about continuing this momentum throughout the rest of 2024 and beyond. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
As a means of continuous support for the displaced students from the Sister Isles, Sandals Grenada and its partners donated much-needed school supplies for the new school term. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Sandals Grenada, along with its partners, has donated essential school supplies to assist displaced students from Carrico and PT Martinique for the upcoming school term. This generous contribution is part of the resort's Pack for a Purpose program, which encourages guests to bring supplies for local communities. The supplies were handed over to the Ministry of Social and Community Development to be distributed to the students who lost everything due to the passage of Hurricane Beryl. According to Sandals Grenada's Public Relations Manager, Dillian Foster, the initiative reflects the resort's commitment to supporting the local community.
We are handing over school supplies and hurricane relief items donated by our very generous Sandals guests through our Pack for a Purpose program. The Pack for a Purpose is an international organization that promotes guests bringing items that are needed in the destinations they visit, and Sandals Foundation has been a Pack for a Purpose partner since its establishment, and through them we've been able to acquire a large number of items you see behind me today that we're pledging, that we're handing over to the Ministry of Social Development for their back-to-school outreach for children affected by Hurricane Beryl.
Foster highlighted some of the items donated and emphasized the significance of the Pack for a Purpose program in making a positive impact on the lives of those in need.
So behind me you'll see many backpacks, notebooks, exercises, pencils, crayons, markers. In terms of relief items, we have first aid kits, sanitary items, and a couple food stuff as well. Absolutely important to encourage guests' awareness of the destination that they're visiting, and our guests are very concerned. Just in the last couple of months, they're traveling in the hurricane season, and it's important to give them information not only on what's happening in terms of travel, but what's happening at the destination. Unfortunately for us here at Sandals Grenada, we have such a high rate of returning guests who genuinely care about the island, and they're always willing to give back to the destination.
Under the care of the Ministry of Social and Community Development, hundreds of students from Carrico and PT Martinique have been relocated to mainland Grenada. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Naomi Jeremiah, expressed gratitude to Sandals Grenada and its partners for their much-needed donation.
We are very gracious to Sandals, and again now they reached us again with this gesture that we can provide to the children who migrated from Carrico and PT Martinique and are in the care of the Social Development Ministry. We are happy to have all these wonderful items that we can provide them to go back to schools. They are now located in schools locally here in Grenada, and come September they'll be off with their little bags, and we have also toddlers with us, also children, babies, and we have supplies for babies, and we are indeed grateful for this, and we wish that other stakeholders could come aboard and provide our ministry with continued support.
The timely donation was handed over during a ceremony at Sandals Grenada on Tuesday evening. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
And the Sandals Foundation and Great Shape Inc. healthcare missions continue to put smiles on the faces of many Grenadians as their healthcare clinic continues. On Monday and Tuesday, scores of Grenadians gathered at the Wester Hall Secondary School and the Corinth Government School to take advantage of Great Shape Inc.'s dental clinic. We get more in this report.
Following the remarkable success of last year's free dental care clinics, which served almost 2,000 Grenadians, the Sandals Foundation and Great Shape Incorporated started their annual dental clinics on Monday, August 19th, and will continue over the next 2 weeks. The clinics are held at Wester Hall Secondary School daily and at the Corinth Government School. Lucinda Kay, Communications Director of Great Shape Incorporated, says several services are being offered.
Well, Great Shape Incorporated is so excited to be here in partnership with the Sandals Foundation. We're just so blessed and lucky that we get to collaborate to serve humans, people looking after people, and then all of our Grenadian friends here are looking after us in return. We've just been welcomed with open arms as we provide extractions and fillings and cleanings, education on dental hygiene. We are here for 2 weeks in Wester Hall and Corinth, and there's a staff clinic too at Sandals. and we're here and ready for you. Show up early, though.
Kay says the feedback has been overwhelming in just under 48 hours. She is encouraging everyone to visit both sites and take advantage of the free oral care services.
And the feedback is always the same. Thank you, and please come back. Isn't that the most highest praise you can receive when you are invited to keep returning back? And that has been the legacy and the past and the future for Great Shape Incorporated. And it's been no different in Grenada. People here are so welcoming and praise our name. We've had people sing to us. We've had people cry, which makes me cry. People hug us. Children come and hold our hands, want to play games with us, all full of gratitude for these amazing human beings who give up. They leave partners at home, dogs at home, jobs at home, save up their money all year so that they can be here in service.
The clinic ends on Friday, 30th August, and is open to the general public on a first-come, first-served basis. For GBN News, Janelle St. Bernard.
And still to come, government backs renovation of the Mount Rule estate with $400,000 investment.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
And everybody, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them boss, dragon. You see that? About 10, let them make out of them. Me a 38, but you are 92. Yeah. You the number one run, man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number one. Ah, yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Get back to school with Quartz Optical. Get frames and lenses for children and students of all ages starting at $299, plus 25% off credit purchases or 20% off cash purchases. Ray-Ban, Armani, Converse, Vogue, and much more. Get it today and pay us later. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer ends August 24th, 2024.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Government has invested $400,000 towards the renovation of the Mount Rule estate as the first step toward improving the output of state-owned estates on island. More in this report.
The Ministry of Agriculture is advancing its initiative to maximize the productivity of all government estates, beginning with the Mount Royal Estate in St. Patrick. In collaboration with its in-house engineer, the ministry is set to design and develop an upgraded facility aimed at enhancing services, improving working conditions, and boosting workers' morale. The renovation of the Mount Royal Estate will be backed by a $400,000 investment. This much-needed upgrade is expected to increase production, streamline administration, and enhance the visitor experience. To ensure the project is well equipped and on track, Minister for Agriculture Honorable Lennox Andrew, along with Permanent Secretary Isaac Bagwan, recently visited the estate with the in-house engineer to assess the next steps.
So we are here to provide guidelines to the engineer, who is the one to draw the plans for the building, provide some guidelines to him and to indicate to him that the history that we see here must be preserved. Our intention is to put down 2, if I may say, climate-smart buildings that would allow for the proper administration of the estate and allow also for having adequate storage facilities and adequate space for meetings, for conferences, and also for storage for whatever equipment.
Minister Andrew expressed optimism about the project, stating that the renovations will be completed within a year. Permanent Secretary Bagwan noted that the administrative improvements are expected to positively influence the work ethics of the employees.
We need to have a proper administrative building. As you see next to is a little boat building that is there, and everything takes place there. Administration, storage, everything takes place there. So we want to have a facility that has an administrative section. Obviously, we also want to have a little area for storage. We want to have an area where it could be used as a meeting room. Critical for us also is that the issue of facilities for the staff, the workers and the staff. There is no toilet facility, unfortunately, on this estate. So it is important that we have proper toilet facilities. We want to lift the status of agriculture. We want people to feel valued, and improved facility would add to that in this regard.
Evan Bowler, manager of the Mount Royal and Gramba Estate, is confident that this initiative by the ministry will significantly significantly contribute to improved food security.
We are cultivating, we are planting things, a lot of root cross potatoes, dashing, tanya, yams, every possible thing we can, think about so as to, provide sort of food security that the nation is actually looking forward to at this point. Mm-hmm. Yes, and the buildings, of course, will be of great assistance to us because workers need to have a comfort in terms of toilet facilities and kitchenettes and place to shelter when there's rain. So we are really thankful for the opportunities that we're getting now at the moment to, for the first time, that is, to have proper working conditions and facilities for our workers.
Similar upgrades are expected to be implemented across other government-owned estates. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
A manufacturing company is looking to ensure that building back bigger and better in Carriacou and Petit Martinique moves from being the traditional cliche to reality. Following the passage of the Category 5 hurricane, which damaged the north of Grenada and thoroughly ravaged the sister isles, Domus Windows and Doors out of Trinidad and Tobago has been meeting with government officials and members of the business community. The company's representative is Gail Prince Prasad, and she says in a region that is prone to tropical systems, the aim is to ensure that in rebuilding, people use materials that can withstand the pressure of hurricanes.
Domus products are all tested to a Category 5 hurricane. It can stand up to at least 200 miles per hour wind, and it also can take, that impact, that high impact from, let's say, what we call Missile C and Missile D in the technical terms, basically meaning a 2x4 coming at it at 200 miles per hour. Domus offers high impact hurricane. We also have a line of economical hurricane, which is a little lower in price than the high impact hurricane would be, but of course we are definitely willing to work with the people of Carriacou to make our products more affordable to them so that they can definitely build back better.
Stay with us. We'll have your regional and international news right after this break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
And good evening, sports fans. The Windward Islands will be looking to make early inroads when they resume their two-day match tomorrow against Trinidad. They have 9 wickets to grab. Trinidad's first inning ended the day on 26 for 1. The visitors had earlier racked up 153 all out, with young Charles top scoring with 41 runs. This is the 3rd round of matches in the CW Rising Stars two-day tournament. The two-day format will be followed by the 50-over white ball format. A champion will be crowned at the end of each format as West Indies Rising Stars Under-17s 50-over Cup champions and the West Indies Rising Stars Under-17s two-day champions. Veteran all-arounders Jason Holder and Andre Russell are the significant absentees for the West Indies' upcoming T20 series against South Africa, which bowls off this Friday. Cricket West Indies announced the 15-member squad to play in the 3-match series, which will be played at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Trinidad and Tobago. While Rovman Powell has been retained as captain, Roston Chase will serve as his deputy. Neither Holder nor Russell was named. The West Indies won 4 of their last 5 T20 series, and head coach Darren Sammy says he expects the team to do well. He added to the squad is left-arm spinner Fabian Allen, fast bowler Matthew Ford, and batsman Alec Althenas, who also took part in the just-concluded Test series. Opener Brandon King, who was injured in the T20 World Cup, along with pacer Alzari Joseph, is also absent from the squad. West Indies will have Rovman Powell as the captain, Roston Chase as the vice-captain, Alec Althenas, Johnson Charles, Matthew Ford, Shimron Hetmeyer, Fabian Allen, Shea Hope, Akil Hossain, Shamar Joseph, Obed McCoy, Gudakesh Modi, Nicholas Paran, Sherfain Rutherford, and Romario Shepard. The West Indies pair of Jaden Seals and Jason Holder climbed up the ICC men's test player rankings, emerging as the big winners in the updated list released on Wednesday. Seals and Holder both performed well during the West Indies' recent test series against South Africa, despite the fact the Caribbean side fell to a 1-0 series defeat. Seals collected 9 wickets in the second test in Guyana, with his 6-wicket haul in the second innings of the contest, seeing the 22-year-old claim his best test figures of 6 for 61. His superb performance in Guyana helped him gain 13 places on the test rankings for bowlers and a new career high rating in 13th place. Holder also made good ground in all 3 categories, with the 32-year-old gaining 2 spots to move up to 5th behind Indian duo Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin. The veteran star made an unbeaten half-century in the first innings of the second test, pushing him up to 5th in the rankings for all-arounders and ensuring a 7-spot jump to equal 60th on the test batters list. Seals and Holders, West Indies teammates Jamel Warrican, he went up 2 spots to 52nd, and Shamar Joseph went up 11 rungs to 54th. He also gained some ground on the list for test bowlers, 65th, following his 6 wickets and player of the match performance. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. International pressures are growing for Venezuela's president to release to the public the vote tallies from last month's elections. But so far, Nicolás Maduro is ignoring those calls. Instead, he's promoting a series of laws that would further target his opponents.
amid increasing pressure for Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro to prove that he did indeed win last month's contested elections. He is demanding that the National Assembly fast-track the approval of a law that would give authorities additional powers to target political opponents. It's called the Law Against Fascism, Neo-Fascism, and Other Similar Expressions, which would allow the state to imprison, fine, and or confiscate property from people or organizations that are considered to be promoting violence and hatred in their political activities.
You all know what fascism is. It's hatred, intolerance turned into violence. That's why I've asked the National Assembly to quickly approve this law.
Andrés Isarra, a former member of Maduro's cabinet, now in self-imposed exile, calls it the legal basis for a dictatorship.
The Nazi Germany had the Nuremberg laws, and now this law against fascism, which is basically gives the government power to go against anything, anything they want to call fascist, they'll go against. Although you can very easily claim that the fascists are in government.
This comes on the heels of last week's approval of a law that would substantially curtail and control NGOs, such as those that monitor human rights violations, unlawful arrests, and state corruption. Government opponents and the UN rapporteur for Venezuela were quick to describe the law as a further erosion of the rights of civil society in Venezuela. Amnesty International says, quote, it will jeopardize the very existence and functioning of community, humanitarian, and human rights organizations with its ambiguous articles. Maduro is not alone. His close ally, President Daniel Ortega of Nicaragua, closed down 1,500 NGOs just this week and has been confiscating buildings, equipment, and other property belonging to non-government organizations, including the Catholic Church, for several years. Meanwhile, the European Union says it will not recognize Maduro's electoral victory.
We can't accept unverifiable results.
International pressure, however, has so far failed to persuade Maduro to turn over the vote tallies. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera.
Former United States President Barack Obama is taken to the stage of the Democratic National Convention in a show of support for Kamala Harris in her 11th hour bid to become the country's next president in November's election.
Barack and Michelle Obama took center stage on the second night of the Democratic National Convention.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling fired up. I am feeling ready to go.
The former president made a forceful case for Kamala Harris as the next U.S. president, while slamming her Republican opponent, Donald Trump.
We do not need 4 more years of bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
But it was the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, who really stole the show with her attacks on Trump.
His limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of 2 hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
She told the crowd Harris is not only a woman of color, but also one of the most qualified people to seek the presidency. She took a shot at Trump's repeated claim that immigrants are taking so-called black jobs.
Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
But the Obamas weren't the only stars of the night. The Democratic Party also called on actors, directors, and famous musicians to campaign for Harris. Unlike the first night of the convention, Kamala Harris wasn't officially present. She was in the battleground state of Wisconsin, campaigning from the very same stage where 1 month ago, Donald Trump accepted the Republican presidential nomination.
We are so honored to be your nominees. This is a people-powered campaign, and together we will chart a new way forward. I'll see you in 2 days, Chicago.
On Wednesday, former President Bill Clinton will address Democratic delegates, and Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz will deliver his acceptance speech. Kimberly Helkett, Al Jazeera, Chicago.
A hunt is underway in Kenya for a suspected serial killer who police say escaped from custody. Collins Jumaisi was arrested last month on suspicion of killing dozens of women and dumping their bodies in an old quarry. His lawyer says he was tortured into making a confession.
A police station now sealed off as an active crime scene. The men being held here were under investigation and were awaiting their dates in court. But they've now left behind an embarrassed police force.
Today, August 20th, 2024, morning hours, there was an incident of prisoners' escape that happened at Kikiri police station where we are as at now. 13 prisoners escaped from the cells, among them 12 Eritrean nationals who were arrested for being illegally in Kenya, and one male murder suspect, namely Collins Jumaisi Kalusha, who is connected with the Kware murder incident.
Collins Jumaisi rose to infamy last month. Police say that during interrogation, he confessed to killing 42 women. That was after the gruesome discovery of bodies mutilated and dumped at this abandoned quarry in Nairobi. His escape is now being linked to some of the police chief's own men.
Our preliminary investigation indicated that the escape was aided by insiders, considering that officers were deployed accordingly to guard the station.
The admission comes as Kenyan police face growing public scrutiny. Rights groups accuse them of abductions and disappearance of demonstrators during weeks of anti-government protests last month. Some of those who went missing have since been found dead. Police distanced themselves from those allegations, saying Jumaisi's arrest would provide some answers. But in court, defense lawyers argued their client confessed to murder under duress. Even then, his escape still has some now living in fear.
As parents, we feel very bad because how can someone just disappear from a well-guarded, protected area? It's hard to understand how, and it pains every Kenyan.
Police say 8 officers have been suspended after the high-profile jailbreak. A nationwide search has been launched for the fugitives. But a harder thing for the police to find may well be public trust, also seemingly lost. Felix Nyawara, Al Jazeera.
That's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Government increases aid to farmers from EC 11.6 million to EC 14 million. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell explains the reasons for the Woodlands to Cliff to Woburn Road project delay. And Spice Mass presents over $400,000 in prizes on Wednesday. In regional news, Venezuela's President Nicolás Maduro fast-tracks new laws, while internationally suspected serial killer escapes from police custody in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi. In sports, Windies named squad for upcoming T20 series against South Africa. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook channel and YouTube for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.
Ride in style.